What's going on, gang?
Relax and sit back. We back like cook crack. It's the LJ show. Get up. It's the LJ show. It's yo. We gonna be moving, vibing, sliding. Gonna be hating, debating. Ain't no faking. This is late night greatness. We gonna be moving, vibing, sliding. Gonna be hating, debating. Ain't no faking. This is late night greatness.
Man, what's going on with the game, man? We back like cook crack, people. What's up? What's happening? How everybody living? Talk to me, man. What's up with the comments? Yeah. See everybody in this joint. We back like cook crack. Hold on. Bowen Jones, welcome to Haiti University, man. First one of the stream. I appreciate you joining up. Welcome to freshman year. Don't forget, negativity lead to positivity, my boy. I appreciate you being here, gangster. Photos by Ferris with the super chat early on. Real one. I appreciate that, gang. I'm happy out here, man. What's up? Who's in the building? Talk to me. Got love from VA. Get that Discord up, son? Yeah, you right. I've been bullshitting. Discord will be here by next week. 100%. Monday is where we go live again. 5:30 or 5. You feel me? Live good, new job, new comedy sets coming up. That's what I like to hear, Saturday Gaming. What's Gucci, man? What's up from Canada? Love from Georgia. Come on now. How everybody living, man? So, what we gonna cover today? Obviously, Pam Bondi, kicked to the curb, fired. See you never, stupid. Dickhead. And then we're going to get into one, Trump and Henny Hegseth lying so egregiously. And two, there's a rescue mission currently going on because the F-15 jet got shot out the fucking sky. Same with the A-10 and same with two Blackhawks. And then we probably just going to do some doom scrolling, chilling, you know what I mean? Chatting, whatever. And then we're going to watch whatever y'all want me to watch because it's Friday. And we're going to be moving, grooving, vibing, sliding because, you know, that's how we get the fuck down. You understand what I'm saying, baby? Based the lights. I appreciate the super chat, my boy. Hey, checking in for tonight's show. Hell yeah, you ain't knew this, we true this. Algo working overtime, man. We here, gang. I appreciate the super chat, JJ. My boy. You're the most informative and funniest man on the planet. I'm a huge fan watching you from work. I appreciate you tuning in. You know what I'm saying? A little bit laughing while you getting paid, too, on the clock. You a real one, too. And you doing that shit on the clock? My brother. Got Chicago in the joint. Detroit. New follower from Seattle. Okay. We up there in the cloudy city. My boy. Wallahu. That's what I'm calling you. Wallahu Howard. Even though it's something Hawaiian. But 199, 69, and Gucci Man, please. 100%. That's going to be in the doom scrolling segment. So we're going to do the, you know, all the serious shit up top. And then we're going to get to the Gucci shit. We're going to get to Fetty Wap person getting ran the fuck up on broad daylight. Feel me? Love from Toronto, Canada. Why is Trump coming after us? Because he's bored. He's playing Risk in real life and he thinks he's playing Call of Duty in real life because he has no life to actually risk. You feel me? So, let's get into Pam on her knees, Bondi, obviously taking this fucking L. And this was her first tweet to, you know, her grace in the going away. We got people from Brooklyn, Baltimore in the building. Not Fetty. Fetty ain't get robbed. His homie got robbed in Jersey. But okay, Pam. Over the next month, I will be working tirelessly to transition the office of AG to the amazing Todd Blanche. Todd Blanche fucking sucks. We definitely need somebody different in there because he's already tried to say, oh, Epstein files, them shits is cooked. We're not going to look at anything else, which is fucking insane. Moving to an important private sector role I'm thrilled about and where I will continue fighting for President Trump and this administration. Leading President Trump's historic and highly successful efforts to make America safer and more secure has been the honor of a lifetime and easily the most consequential first year of the Department of Justice in American history. All cap. Like, now she's just dicking in herself. If it's that good, why are you getting fired, bitch? What? How does that make sense? Since February 2025, we have secured the lowest murder rate in 125 years. Secured first ever terrorism convictions against members of Antifa. shattered domestic and transnational gangs across the country, taking custody of more than 90 key cartel figures, and won 24 favorable rulings at the Supreme Court. I remain eternally grateful for the trust that President Trump placed in me to make America safe again. Bitch, you fired. So none of this matters, because if you were doing so good at your role, you would still be there. And so I think that should tell you everything that you should need to know. Pennsylvania in this bitch. Minneapolis. VJ Pam better start singing like a bird because the Dow ain't up no more. Yeah, the Dow is tremendously down. In tremendous ways. I can only imagine the comments probably just cooking her up. And this is exactly, that's exactly how her legacy is going to be remembered. Saying she was going to release the Epstein files and then not even having the balls. Well, I guess she doesn't have any balls. But you get what I'm saying. The pussy to look her and everyone else in the face that are victims. That she said she was not going to do wrong, but instead release their names, release some of their images, and on top of that, indicted and arrested absolutely no one. It's like, yeah, bitch, hold that L. And it happened on the way to the Iran announcement. Phoenix in this bitch, that's what I'm talking about, man. You don't want to write too much on here, but interesting stuff coming out. All right, say less. Kai Networks. We live, baby. Come on, man. Damn, they tossed her portrait in the trash already. And this is TMZ. One thing about TMZ, they how they get their information is honestly unfucking believable and definitely not like in a humanitarian way. But these niggas be finding some shit out. And this is a hilarious image that really just captures everything about her and what she's accomplished. Absolutely fucking nothing other than defending child pedos. So if that's what you want to be remembered for, I mean, hey, whatever. Kentucky in the house, Mississippi in the house, Omaha in this bitch. That's what I'm talking about, man. We got people from all walks of life in this joint. And so, Todd Blanche, this is, you know, this is who we're getting if Todd Blanche is actually the guy. This is not a good guy.
Thank you. You said this is the end of the Epstein of your review of the Epstein files. So, just to clarify, is the public going to learn the identities of the men who abused the girls with the information that you're releasing? And if not, why not? And then I have a quick follow-up.
I mean, you just baked in an assumption into your question that I have never said and I don't know to be true. Is the public going to learn about men that abuse these girls? Like, what does that mean? I mean, I don't understand what that means.
What the fuck could it possibly mean? It means, are we going to learn about the people that were abusing the girls in the Epstein files? And they act like that was a hard and difficult question. It was like, bro, there's no way that you're that fucking slow. Dustin, I appreciate the super chat, my boy. You already know what it is, man. Appreciate the support, gangster, and you pulling up. Got Niagara Falls, Maine repping, B Moore, South Carolina, Chicago in the chat. That's what I'm talking about, man. You think TMZ is ran by? I mean, I wouldn't be, surprised. Like, fuck is this nigga talking about, though?
Well, I mean, they're the men who abused the young women through Epstein's.
Look, we said in July, and it remains as true today as it was in July. If we had information, we meaning the Department of Justice, about men who abused women, we would prosecute them, right? We talked about the work that we're doing. That's why I said that. I said this earlier. There's this built-in assumption that somehow there's this hidden tranche of information of men that we know about that we're covering up or that we're choosing not to prosecute. That is not the case. I don't know whether there are men out there that abuse these women.
I just don't understand how you don't know. Like, what are you doing then? If you have no idea, like, what the fuck are you actually doing? Well, I mean, it's a nice little, it was a chicken and rice bowl with a little steak in there, shit called Wild Grill. Healthy, quick, you know what I'm saying? Read shit, it looks like I'm new, but I just got a new account. I've been liking your shit for a while. I appreciate that, Jesse. Why they lie like that? I don't know. Albuquerque, New Mexico in the building, 207 area code, whoop, whoop. What up, my boy? Okay, another example of good old fucking Todd Blanche being a whole dick eater. We can't have this guy. This is not a good replacement.
Now, the Epstein files, you'd agree, not handled well?
No, and I don't, first of all, I have never heard President Trump say that the Attorney General that anything that happened to her had anything to do with the Epstein files. And so, look, the Epstein files has been a saga that's lasted for the past year. And what happened when the President signed the Transparency Act is the Department of Justice has now released all the files with respect to the Epstein saga. And the Attorney General Bondi and I appeared in front of Congress voluntarily a couple weeks ago to answer any questions they had. We have made every single congressman, senator available to come and see any document, redacted, unredacted, that they want. And so I think that to the extent that the Epstein files was a part of the past year of this Justice Department, it should not be a part of anything going forward.
So there you got it. He just tried to say case closed on the Epstein files, even though we know there's 3.5 million other files that still need to be released. So I'm so confused. And so that's why we're trying so hard to get Thomas Massie the fuck up out of there, because he's the one that's very, very much on the side of, nah, we need to get these niggas the fuck up out of here. They tweaking. Now, the only thing that Pam Bondi will ever be remembered for.
How many of Epstein's co-conspirators have you indicted? How many perpetrators are you even?
The Dow right now is over 50 thou. I don't know why you're laughing. That's what we should be talking about. The Dow right now. S&P at almost 7 thou. The American people need to know this. Need to know how is the Dow.
You understand how sick that is? We over here talking about Epstein files. She's talking about the fucking Dow. And supposedly, where all this shit really hit off, right, and knocked off, is that Trump think that Pam backdoored him with Eric Swalwell. Tipped him off. The FBI was preparing a cache of documents in Swalwell's relationship with Christine Fang. She's intervening in those matters. The White House wasn't pleased she was intervening due to her personal friendship with Eric. So, AKA, she's like, oh, okay, nah, I have loyalty, but I also have other loyalty.
Through December of 2025, we received messages at my office that said, I hope somebody shoots you and your children and your wife in the head. Pew, pew, motherfucker, pew, pew. I would stay indoors as much as possible, and my children, unfortunately, have to do that. The Department of Justice has not charged this individual and cited that he's a prolific caller and has health conditions, although what we have found in our own investigation and his voicemails is that he has said he will employ others to do this. The president can come after me. It's fine. I'm in the arena. So are these folks. But we never expected that the Department of Justice would not seek to prosecute and investigate those who are making threats against us. And that would include those on that side of the aisle. And I'm just asking for your help to protect life, because life is at risk with the environment we're in right now.
Congressman, I completely agree with you.
First thing, you could tell he was like nervous, or this really meant a lot to him, because look how much his hand is shaking when he's asking that question. And that's another thing people got to understand is, people on the left are finding out if they go to try to attack Trump, Trump sends his goonies and cronies at him, tries to make them look like terrible people, and then we know what the MAGA nut jobs do. The motherfuckers just send mad death threats. Even though I feel like a lot of them don't actually carry out, sometimes they fucking do. But look how much he's shaking.
Seek to prosecute and investigate those who are making threats against us. And that would include those on that side of the aisle. And I'm just asking for your help to protect life, because life is at risk with the environment we're in right now.
Congressman, I completely agree with you. I know about several of those personally involving you. I believe one has been charged publicly, and there's something I would be happy to talk to you about off camera, but I can assure you that they are very serious. They are being looked into, and I can give you more details on those. None of you should be threatened, ever. None of your children should be threatened. None of your families should be threatened.
Trump ain't like that. He's like, no, hold on. Nah, some of them can be threatened. Fuck what we talk about. Not if they not arguing with me, they can be threatened. fuck that. OC, I appreciate the super chat, my boy. Are you gonna get back into the Epstein files? 100%. I'm not. Wait, what you think? I'm not gonna let that shit slide, bro. You gotta. You know what I'm saying? World War III's popping off right now. A lot of things happening, but videos will be dropped definitely soon. Can't let too much time go by though, because then people start to forget. But hopefully, people haven't forgot. I mean, it was kind of weird how silent somehow the accountant interview went. Like, Mornings was definitely supposed to be talking about that. That shit is crazy. Smack Man, I appreciate the super chat, my boy. What's good, Hager? We ain't here like no cover charge. So I'm talking about my boy. That's like, hey, man, real one. So I'm talking, share it with a friend, man. Pull up. So, now. Oh. We'll get into that later. Now, let's take... Now, here is the A-10 shot down by Iranian air defense, right? So, A-10s supposedly are, you know, it's not like they're a undercover plane. But at the same time, it's like, hold on. If you say all their air defense is gone and obliterated, nobody should be able to shoot us down whatsoever. And as you can see, they're using some sort of heat seeking / they can find the plane and then they're hitting it with missiles. Now, the flares come out, which looks, I mean, be a bit too fucking late, that's for sure. But this is not a good sign, right? And most likely this plane was going to rescue the other plane, which was the F-15. And as you can see here, they're running to try to go find the pilot that they shot down. Because they know at the end of the day, if you can get a hostage, especially an American hostage, now you have a bunch of leeway / you have a bunch of leverage. Because one thing is we need to get our people back. So all of a sudden you can take this zone of like, all right, we know we're not going to get bombed right here because we have a hostage. Now, while these helicopters are looking for them, 2 of these Blackhawks end up getting shot down. Look at what just like random farmers feel about U.S. helicopters being around there. These motherfuckers gonna start just shooting randomly while strictly for vibes.
هلیکوپتر آمریکا هم نیرو نظامی یک دشت بزن به نازمت بزن.
Like, that right there is enough for me to be like, okay, they clearly do not want us there. Why the fuck are we over there? We should not be there. But, obviously, BB the Bomber, our fucking handler, he's the reason that we're over there and we're gonna fucking stay over there. Now, hold on. Let's find the F-15. Because the reason this is the reason I have a big problem with this F-15 situation is because this is proof we're getting lied to, right? This is U.S. Central Command. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC obviously, says it's downed an enemy fighter jet over Qasem Island in the Strait of Hormuz. Fact. All U.S. fighter aircraft are accounted for. Has made false claims at least a half a dozen times. So what you're saying is it's accounted for as in like you know where the jet is at. But if people didn't start posting all of the proof, would you still just run with, oh, it didn't actually get shot down? We need to lie to the American people that none of our shit could ever get shot out of the sky? Like, do you see where the problem is in that? Where it's like, oh shit, like we're basically living in a Truman Show where they're just trying. I mean, basically a propaganda country where none of this shit is actually real. We don't know what the fuck's really happening. My boy, Lua Howard, A-10, and I appreciate the super chat, my boy. A-10 is supposed to be the most durable fighter jet too, bro. Literally designed to survive. Motherfucking to survive. Yeah, I don't know if there was a death yet, but then it's like, okay, there's a whole bunch of different video footage that's appearing showing, one, them refueling over Iran, which already says, you can try to say, oh, that's us shitting on them because we're not scared of them. No, it's like, it's meaning we're literally using the last of our fuel to try to rescue these people before one of our soldiers gets taken as a hostage. And if that happens, I mean, we're fucking cooked. And it's like, why do we have to see videos from the ground to find out the truth? Why can't our U.S. Central Command tweet honestly and be like, oh yeah, they hit one of our ships? Like, if you're gonna lie about that, it tells me you're gonna lie about fucking anything. It's like, bro, what the fuck? Just why, bro? Oh, say less. And it is why like that, right? Or is it way? As in W-A-I, way. And so it takes videos like this of them finding debris of getting shot the fuck out of the sky. Did I watch the Iranian Lego propaganda thingy? Oh, 100%, bro. You already know. But yeah, we're gonna watch that in a second too. But this is very problematic. If your Central Command is gonna lie to you, just like straight up, like it's not a problem, that's a very, very bad sign. Because then it's like, what else are you gonna lie to us about? Because that's something that you would think you would at least be honest about. But clearly they're not. Why? Boom, we good. Made it from the FB chat. That's what I'm talking about. That means that shit is working. I was always gonna wonder if those voice memos work, but I guess it did. That's the fuck I'm talking about. Now, Iran. So supposedly, we don't know if this is 100% true, but supposedly, while all this is happening, this shit gets shot out the sky. They're trying to do a rescue mission. Trump is trying to get in contact with them and says, hey, we want to do a ceasefire. And Iran immediately hit back and like, nigga, no. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? Like, hold on. This is from Reuters. Right? Al Jazeera says it. Now, here you go. Sky News. Now, you see how none of our news sources are saying this. Not CNN, not Fox News, not NBC, not ABC. Because for whatever reason, we have to look like we're the strongest country. We can't be honest with our American people. So you have to go through other news sources from around the world to find out what's actually happening. Love from Sudan. Right back at you, man. I appreciate you tuning in from across the water over there in Africa, my brother.
A little bit of breaking news coming out of the Middle East. Hearing in the last few moments from the Reuters news agency that Iran has rejected a US proposal for a 48-hour ceasefire. That's according to an unnamed source speaking to the Fars news agency. Iran rejecting a US proposal, apparently, for a 48-hour ceasefire. We'll keep across that for you.
And now, ask yourself in your head, why would they say no to a ceasefire if they're losing? Or if they felt as they were losing? They only say no to a ceasefire if you feel like you shitting on them niggas and you like, nah, ain't no ceasefire. It's too late for all that. Fuck that. Bro, what made you want to touch on high priority shit? I love it. Just curious why you started. Love the content. Honestly, bro, because doing stand-up comedy, I like to do serious jokes. And then content, I saw during the presidential election that, I don't know, I just saw CNN and Fox News was bought and paid for. And then once I saw how Israel was committing the genocide in Gaza and Palestine, and America just wasn't being honest and / wasn't being truthful on what the fuck was going on, all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, like, nah, niggas, like, people gotta understand what was actually happening, because clearly there's a whole lot of fucking lying going on here, especially in the United States. And that's when I started to get down this rabbit hole of like, oh shit, we're occupied. These motherfuckers been going crazy since when? And then just so happens he gets elected, and then everything just starts to fucking snowfall. And now I'm in this shit where I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to be the comedic news. I'm better than Saturday Night Live. I'm better than the Daily Show. And I'll have nobody. I do this shit all solo fucking dolo. And it's once we get better as a community and we keep on moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, this shit's gonna get better and better. And the thing is, what a lot of people don't know, but I'll tell all y'all, since y'all in here in this chat, is when I do the stand-up tour, the first 45 minutes to an hour is gonna be live streamed like this on here on YouTube, and I'm gonna go over what the fuck's going on in politics and what's going on in the political world, because I'm still gonna do that on tour. It's just gonna be boop in person. Dama Eyes, I appreciate the super chat. F Mainstream News, thank you for commitment to the truth. Hell, you already know that. We ain't new to this. We true to this for real. Now, here's Iran, dude, what I'm talking about. Talking cash shit. Now, look at this shit. Hold on. I know I gotta, because it's gonna have the little subtitles.
در صورت عملی شدن تهدیدات آمریکا در خصوص
UAE, Abu Dhabi. They know about shit in the UAE that I didn't know about. A gigawatt AI data center designed to be the largest AI computing cluster outside the US with a 200 megawatt phase opening in 2026. In partnership with top tiers Mark Rowan from Apollo, Huang from NVIDIA, Sam Altman from OpenAI, Satya from Microsoft, and David Solomon from Goldman Sachs. We will do whatever it takes to defend our country in the interest of our nation. I mean, they talking cash shit. I don't understand, bro. Like, what? Like, we're not supposed to be over there. We should go home, and it makes no sense for us to still be over there. And it's crazy that in their mind, they've already figured out if they want to actually make change happen, it's not about killing Americans. It's about blowing up things that will affect shareholders and our money and Trump's money and make his opposites look bad with his little billionaire circle. And then all of a sudden, boop. Now, niggas is trying to move, groove, vibe side and blow shit up. Also, I appreciate the super chat. Got YouTube Premium and Live still got ads. They trifling for that? No fucking way. How does that work? Commercial on lives in any capacity are diabolical. So that's actually insane. Appreciate the super chat, Donald. Real one, facts. That's insane. Maybe like your premium hasn't updated yet. I swear to God, I thought when you got YouTube Premium, they shouldn't run ads during this shit. But they could be capping though. I have no idea. Then China came out talking, where she was just like, because people keep on talking about like, oh, what's going on, what's happening, and she said the quiet part out loud, where it's like, there's a global crisis now, and the Strait of Hormuz is closed for literally no reason. This did not have to happen whatsoever.
For disruptions to the passage through the Strait of Hormuz is the illegal U.S.-Israeli military operations against Iran. Ceasefire as well as peace and stability in the Gulf region are the fundamental prerequisites to keep the international shipping route safe and unimpeded. Parties need to work together to promote de-escalation and prevent regional turmoil from having a greater impact on global economy and energy security. For disruption.
At least you keep it up. But see, I like how transparent China is. I don't know what be going on really in China, but I know one thing. They be honest about what's going on the fuck over here. That's for sure. Damn, son. So, Donald, maybe you just have to refresh. Maybe if you just bought it maybe while it's during the stream, maybe you got to just like close out and come back in type shit. Because according to everybody in this motherfucker, you should not have no ads unless you got some bootleg shit. Now, this is another very eye-opening mission that Trump is talking about. Because when it comes to the uranium, right, this is what we say our mission is right now. is regime change supposedly was already won, right? Now, it's fucking cap, I might add. But now it's, they can never get a nuclear weapon. But Israel is pitching to them. That means you have to take away all of their enriched uranium. Now, these are all the different sites that we would have to hit and take out. And a bomb is not going to do that. We would have to go in boots on the ground and figure this shit out, because a lot of these are mountain complexes. So it's not just some shit like, it's bomb. It's just like we did with the B-2 bomber that, as we know, did not destroy really anything. Yeah, it hit some shit, fucked some shit up, but this would have to be military missions. And a lot of this airspace, even though we like to say it's completely gone, it is not fucking gone. And so is he going to risk people's lives? He will, because like I told you, Trump thinks he's playing Call of Duty. He really doesn't give a fuck. Whereas like for him, he's like, man, I don't care. I'm not going to die. I don't know anybody that's going to die. And I just get to feel like this strong person when people do die, and I just do a nice little salute. And I'm like, man, you dying for me. If anything, it make this nigga feel good, low-key. Down, I appreciate the super chat, my boy. I watch CNN, just see what you're going to say. Man, I've been realizing I'll be earlier than CNN with some shit. Now, hold on, yeah. Let's take a look at the Legos, because their last one was diabolical. For the people that did not see it, take a look at this shit. Unbelievable.
Yo, P. Hexif, this one's specially for you. You punk ass rapist bitch, straight from Iran. Tattoo covered clown with that cafe ink on your arm. Think you a crusader? Nah, just a drunk infidel in a fake uniform. Chain to kill all Muslims, wasted in the hotel lobby. Sexual assault settlement in Monterey. Blocked the door, took a phone, paid her off quiet, cause Me Too was on. Now you secretary? What a joke, bro. Cheated on wives, multiple affairs, kids in the mix, family man, hell no. Handsy with women at Fox, drunk on the job, your own team say, yo, this dude toxic. Couldn't even guard Biden's inauguration, your own military said next. Book called American Crusade, dreaming holy war, but reality check. You just a failed vet, turned TV clown, slipping on your own mess. Trump picked you cause you kissed the ring, but wait, funny part ain't coming. The dude you sucking up for that secretary gig, Trump himself was Bill Clinton's top cocksucker, giving blue jobs back in the day. Real talk, you out here blowing for access, but he the original BJ queen. You thought our missiles max 2,000 kilometers? Cute, rookie mistake. We hitting the bow, worshiping Epstein Island crew, the ones who hurt the kids. Revenge for every American soul you and Trump's dirty crew oppressed and did. We taking payback for the girls you broke, the wives you broke, the Muslims you hate. Every victim screaming in the dark. Iran got you on the play. You threw everything at us, all your cards, all your might. We still operating on 10% power, laughing while you fight. We see everything, know every secret, every dirty Epstein link you hide. Where you least expected, in the shadows we ride, and no place to slide. This ain't full force, just a warm up, Persian flow with the wrath. Pete, you done roasted raw. Iran sending this heat, feel the math. Drop the mic, infidel clown.
And thing is, I know Henny Hegseth saw that shit, and he mad as fuck. I gotta understand. I need to know who over there in Iran is doing their AI shit. Because he has been cooking up not only on Suno with all the songs, but also with the Legos. Where it's like, that shit is not easy. I mean, it's easy because it's AI, but at the same time, it's not easy to prompt it so fucking perfectly. Like, these niggas is working overtime. Actual bars. Like, Saturday Night Live back in the day would have tried to do some shit like that. Kawazi, I appreciate the super chat, my boy. VJ, appreciate the super chat. This is actual bars, S tier troll. Nah, for real, that's what I'm saying. Fancy Jones, I appreciate the super chat as well. Not gonna lie, these Lego videos go hard as fuck. I'm telling you, they really be cooking the fuck up. It's crazy. And that's the thing, is like, hold on, we got another one. They already made a Lego animation for the jet that got exploded. Nah, bro. These niggas AI editors is working overtime. This shit is unbelievable, bro. Niggas said run it back. Should we run part of it back? Let me see in the comments if we should run it back. I'm gonna scroll for a little bit, and if we want to run it back, I'll run that bitch back. Can't see what, bro? That one was blocked? Really? That's interesting. I wonder why that one was blocked out of all of them. Free P is right. Oh, shit. My dumb ass. Because I'm still full screen. I'm an idiot. What the fuck? Mom, I'm over here, bro. That was some high shit. Yeah, my fault, chat. Tweaked. The fuck? I need to know who the fuck is doing they Lego shit for 100%. Oh, y'all want to run the actual song back? Nah, they definitely keep up. The West, they definitely keep up with what the fuck's going on. Because, I mean, like, look at this shit.
It's wrong. You're fired like a pharaoh. Do you know who was Pharaoh? Read the Quran to understand.
Like, these niggas' bombs are clearly not depleted whatsoever if they keep on making mad fucking videos. Appreciate the super chat. Jay Clark, my boy. Have you got any flack for speaking the truth? Yeah, of course. I mean, in my DMs all the time. People hate that shit. Or they'll be like, you know, some people, this is LA, so you know what that means. There's a whole lot of Zionists out this motherfucker. And like, well, don't you think you come? No, I don't care. At this point in time, it's a no-brainer to me. And if you on the other side, I don't really give a fuck. I'm not going to hate you or anything, but I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'm like, oh, nah, you're brainwashed or you're bugging or you support genocide. And the easiest thing that disrespects a lot of people is you just tell them, oh, you would have been a great civilian in Germany during World War II. That's all you got to say to these people. And they start thinking about like, damn, that shit kind of facts. Fuck is niggas talking about for real? Now, this is when he was talking about back to the Stone Age, right? This is what we got. Blown up bridges. Motherfuckers think this shit is a joke, bro. It is bad out here, son. And the fact that the biggest bridge in Iran comes tumbling down, never to be used again, much more to follow. So he's letting us know he's planning on blowing up civilian infrastructure, which already is fucking insane. It is time for Iran to make a deal before it is too late. This is what he said before they shot down the F-15 jet. Now he called them up. And it's like, oh, can we do a ceasefire? Niggas like, no. Before it's too late and there's nothing left of what still could become a great country. And it's like, this shit is crazy. Haiti University showing love from California. I'm going to need a sweater, though. I got you, bro. We restocking and dropping some new shit very soon, my brother. Very, very soon. Now, Here comes. Let's see what Donald had to say today. Wait a second, not this one.
This whole.
Here we go. The hater you heard he go hard as fuck. That's what I'm saying, man. We got some shit, gang. Used to watch your vids on Spotify all the time, every single one, bro. Why'd you stop posting on Spotify? That's on me, but at the same time, I didn't even. It's something with like, okay, the studio I was shooting out of, it was like through their thing, so I got like start a whole new Spotify and start posting on that one because it was like through their Spotify use, I think, some weird ass shit. In a cut like what? Peroxide, my boy. Now let's listen to what this fucking bimbo dickhead has to say.
Holy Week, I'm proud to join with Christians across the country and around the world to celebrate the most glorious miracle in all of time, the resurrection of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. In his life, Christ displayed true humility. In his death, he modeled true love. And in his resurrection from the tomb, he proved that even death itself will not silence those who place their trust in Almighty God. As it says in Gospel of John, for God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, for whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. Eternal life, such beautiful words. This Easter, millions of Christians all over the globe will be reminded that because of what Jesus did on the cross, all of us can live every day with hope in God's promise, knowing that in the end, evil and wickedness will not prevail. In the spirit of joy and renewal this Easter, we also celebrate the extraordinary resurrection of faith and religion in America. As I have often said, to be a great nation, you must have religion and you must have God. In churches across the nation on Sunday, the pews will be fuller, younger, and more faithful than they have at any time in many, many years.
Hey, man, now he's trying to say that he's bringing the Christian faith to new levels. Motherfucker, not even Christian. Mark Levin put his hand around you in a chokehold and made you say out loud that you're the first Jewish president ever, and you folded like a little bitch. It's like, it's true. Don't ever act like you Christian, pussy. I don't like that shit, and I'm not even fucking religious like that. From Facebook, grooving on over. What up, John Austin? Pull up, my boy. Appreciate you, gangster. But we gotta throw a banger ass party when Trump gets impeached, or yeah, that's an or. That's definitely an or. Now, this actually, hold on. I bet there's still a video of this, cause that's one thing about me is I never forget, especially when motherfuckers get humiliated. Now let's see if we can find this video. Here it is. Boop. Watch this. Real time.
Israel.
Hold on. And you see that? Israel. So first thing he said. This was a little bit before everybody knew he was going to go on this fucking dummy mission like a fucking dickhead. Smackman, I appreciate the super chat, my boy. Does he know what our greatest liability thinks of Jesus? Yeah, right? Burning in hell.
And these people do like Israel.
Hold on. And he loves Israel too.
It's true.
2 seconds. Just 2 seconds. 6 years ago, I was up here, and I said, "This is our first Jewish president."
It's true.
Now he's the first Jewish president to serve 2.
And these.
So just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. That's right, little cuck boy. Do what Israel tells you to fucking do. That shit is crazy, son. Fwazi, I appreciate the super chat. Israel and China is the reason we there. And not even China, bro. It's strictly Israel. Don't even let them try to pitch you on the China bullshit. We are so... China is just a straight propaganda play. There's no, like, fucking... There's... no offense. If we're talking about government defensibilities and shit like that, I'm now very much convinced they are so far ahead of us that it would probably make our mind fucking boggle. Because it's very clear to me that our defense budget has clearly just went to billionaires and not to, like, actual defense. We've been spending $900 billion a year for, like, the last 20 years. And Iran is shooting shit out the sky like it's no problem, while we're just bombing them. Like, we are bombing them. You know, you get what I'm saying? Where it's just like, nah. Somewhere, someone is fucking capping. That's all I'm gonna say.
To them. But 47 bad years we suffered with them, not only us, the rest of the world. And we're doing our job. So we had to take an excursion, but it's doing well. The market's holding up well. I figured we'd be hit a little bit, but we were hit probably less than I thought, and we'll be back on track in a pretty short while. Prices are coming down very substantially. Oil will be coming down. That's just a matter of war. That happens you can almost predict it. I would say it went up a little bit less than we thought. It's going to come down more than anybody understands.
Like, what the fuck is he be talking about, bro? I mean, it's the price of war. It's going to go up more than we thought it was going to go up, but it's going to come crashing down more than anyone has ever seen. Everything is always just historic. Every single thing this nigga do is somehow fucking historic. Quasi, I appreciate that, my boy. He said, I said China just to hold the oil. That is facts. That's why the Chinese person came out and said, too. He's like, you're starting a global threat for no reason. The Strait of Hormuz should just be fucking open. But at the same time, it low-key is still open for a lot of different countries. And if it's going how it's going right now, they're going to be like, okay, they're going to come out public with it. Of like, no. Actually, everyone can pass other than America and other than Iran. You guys have to do check-ins. Most blatant market manipulation ever? Not for real.
Do you have any questions, Peter?
Yes.
Peter.
You said it is a little excursion, and you said it is a war. So which one is it?
Well, it's both. It's both. It's an excursion that will keep us out of a war, and the war is going to be. I mean, for them it's a war. For us, it's turned out to be easier than we thought.
What the fuck does that even mean, bro? Like, let's just listen to that back again.
Do you have any questions, Peter?
Yes. You just said it is a little excursion, and you said it is a war. So which one is it?
Well, it's both. It's both. It's an excursion that will keep us out of a war, and the war is going to be. I mean, for them it's a war. For us, it's turned out to be easier than we thought.
It's like he still needs to remain and give off confidence, but at the same time, he just knows that it's not fucking good. The F-15 down over Iran took off from this UK airbase. Pilot is still missing. Okay, see, here we go. BRICS. They'll give us some honest answers here. U.S. military incidents today. F-15 fighter jet shot down, 1 crew member rescued, 1 still missing. Where the fuck is that person at? 2 Blackhawks, rescue helicopters, shot by Iran, some wounded. Do we know if any are dead? Who knows? F-16 declared emergency over Iraq. A KC-135 declared emergency over Israel. And an A-10 Warthog attack aircraft crashes into the Persian Gulf following strike. Pilot rescued. And this is within 24 hours of him saying everything was obliterated and depleted. At what point in time do we just not believe anything he says? And just 2 seconds ago, what did he say? Remember? It was a lot easier than we thought. And then less than 24 hours ago, what did he say about Iran?
American involvement in World War I lasted 1 year, 7 months, and 5 days. World War II lasted for 3 years, 8 months, and 25 days. The Korean War lasted for 3 years, 1 month, and 2 days. The Vietnam War lasted for 19 years, 5 months, and 29 days. Iraq went on for 8 years, 8 months, and 28 days. We are in this military operation, so powerful, so brilliant, against one of the most powerful countries for 32 days. And the country has been eviscerated.
So there you go. 32 days, and they've been eviscerated, but at the same time, they're one of the most powerful. But it's also been easier than we thought. Because that makes a lot of fucking sense. Amanda Wilson, 2488. I appreciate you for the gift. Thanks for being you, and I thank you for being you. and pulling up and tuning in. Why? You say, am I cool with China taking Taiwan? I mean, Taiwan is definitely a sovereign people, 100%. But historically, there's like, technically, China owns them, right? Well, technically, China owns Taiwan. So, I mean, it's one of those things like, I feel like the Taiwanese people right now, it's not like it's a country that is third world or there's a social or humanitarian crisis happening. So I'd not want to get involved with what they have going on over there. But it's obvious that, China is clearly taking advantage of them as a country.
No detail about what happened to the crew, but they are looking for those pilots. The Iranians are saying that they are still looking for those pilots, and they are asking people to help in that search. But at the same time, also, they are talking about those 2 fighter jets and also 5 helicopters they say have been either shot down or damaged. So the Iranians are talking very proudly about this surprise after so many weeks of war and so many claims by the Americans that they have obliterated the Iranian army's capabilities, particularly its air defense systems. Now they are talking here about this surprise and how the Iranians are going to show more of these surprises day by day, and they are going to down more fighter jets, American fighter jets, down the next weeks.
They talking cash shit over there. All right, Jesse, I appreciate you tuning in over there from Senegal, my boy. No country wants to go backwards? No, of course not. Hawaii was sovereign? Yeah, I know. But I bet if you ask native Hawaiians and people from that land if they could be their own country and not part of the United States, they'd probably say, fuck yeah. But at the same time, if they weren't, then the United States would treat them as we do like a Cuba and just say, well, no, you can't let you guys thrive too much over there. We're going to cut you off and do whatever the fuck we want. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Everything's going to have its pros and cons. It's not really perfect. The most perfect shit would be you actually let everyone have, your own democratic shit and put the right people in power, but that's almost fucking impossible. Henny Hegseth out next game. I think it will either be him or Dweeb Patel. I think Dweeb Patel is coming soon. But I don't know if you consider him a part of the cabinet because he's, director of the FBI. I guess it could be different.
And it is just a sign of that Iran is not about to be defeated. We have seen celebrations in the streets tonight. Celebrations happen every day, every night here in Tehran, but tonight it had a new vigor to it. And everyone is talking about what happened. Everyone is talking proudly about this development in the war. And they are sending strong messages via what happened today to the Americans that they have to think again about what's happening. I have one tweet here by the Speaker of the Parliament, Mohammad Baqir Qalibaf, in which he says, after defeating Iran 37 times in a row, this brilliant no-strategy war they started has now been downgraded from regime change to, hey, can anyone find our pilots? Please. Wow. What incredible progress. Absolute geniuses. So he's...
Wait, hold on. Wait, this nigga talking crazy. Like, I'm not trying to cheer for the other side, but that was actually funny as fuck. Wait, what this nigga say?
Can anyone find has now been down strategy war. They start in a row. This brilliant no strategy says, after defeating Iran 37 times in a row, this brilliant no strategy war they started has now been downgraded from regime change to, hey, can anyone find our pilots? Please. Wow. What incredible progress. Absolute geniuses. So he's...
And that's the thing, bro. It's crazy, but you're never going to be able to get that type of news coverage if you're not going through Al Jazeera. It's like, or like a Sky News, or like a Guardian, or like a Real Talk Network, or whatever. It's like all the main news America ones, they are so cooked and so occupied with body. But that's actually fucking hilarious. This nigga said after winning 37 times, The obliteration has turned into, hey, can anybody help us find our pilots? Nigga low-key flexing on us, son. Here's what is known so far about U.S. Air Force losses during Operation Epic Fury. Total losses are estimated to exceed $2 billion. Great use of our tax money right there. You know what I mean? Potentially even higher. This person puts, so this is total. So we've lost 4 F-15s, the A-10, the F-35, an E-3 Century. That was at the Saudi base. We don't know how many people are actually injured on that one. The two Blackhawks, 6 additional tankers, 17 MQ-9 drones, and that's each one of those are like $50 million. A different helicopter was damaged and had to go down, and then 2 HH-6W helicopters. But we're just absolutely dominating. I don't, hey, fuck it. This is unreal. And what you have to think here, people, is this is without boots on the ground. Now, it should be very obvious to you right now that Iran is not going to surrender. So it's not going to be a thing that all of a sudden they're like, you know what? This is over. You guys win. No, we're going to have to put boots on the ground if we ever want to win. And Israel knows that. And that will cause so many American deaths because, as we know, Iran is a stupid place to fucking invade. And if we're already getting shot down F-15s, how do you think helicopters are going to be able to swoop in there and then safely put people on the ground, and they're going to be able to extradite and then go attack and move, groove, vibe, slide, and kill the bad guys? No, we're going to get fucking cooked. So right now, we're just sending more and more troops over to West Asia to get ready for a large ground invasion. And then when they kill a bunch of us, they're going to start pitching it as, well, look how many they killed. We have to stay over there and kill them now. And that is how the forever war starts. I mean, it's already started, but you get what the fuck I'm saying. So what's up? Y'all think, no, that's exactly what the best bet is, bro. You take the L, clear it, and you leave. You pitch to your little MAGA cult that we won. We dominated. We've killed so many of them. We blew up their bridge, and victory. Khamenei was killed like a dog. And now we've won victory, and everyone's back home, and the Strait of Hormuz is back open. Oil prices will come down again. I'm the greatest president ever. And he could win a lot of his little cult back for that. But that's the problem. We can't do that because Israel is right in his ear saying, hey, if you don't stay in this war, the Epstein files become the mainstream media again, and we're coming out with those, and we'll release more. And though you know those 3.5 million that everyone's waiting on, they'll come out too. And then what will you do? And that's where they know they got him, because if you remember in the Epstein files, word for word, Epstein said, Donald Trump is like a rat when cornered. He will drag anybody and anything down with him before he actually goes down. And we're seeing that right now as people get fired, people get pushed to the side, and now more and more troops are dying because he's like, no, we're whatever the fuck this is, we're just gonna do it because I need to stay in power. Sick fuck for real. Gilbert, I appreciate that super chat, my boy. LJ News, Elite Journalism. Man, I appreciate you, gang. I be doing a lot of research, and I like learning. I can't lie to you. And so, let's just remember, the videos we just watched, this is what he said.
I don't like to say this. We've won this. This war has been won. The only one that likes to keep it going is the fake news. I mean, the New York Times, you read the New York Times, it's like, we're not winning a war where they have no Navy and they have no Air Force and they have no nothing. And we literally have planes flying over Tehran and other parts of their country. They can't do a thing about it.
As we can see, that was a lie. And they've done a lot of things about it within 24 hours of all these stupid fucking remarks. Joshua, my boy, I appreciate the chat. How you so good at this shit? Your homework is A++. I'm just chronically online. And now I have my little trusted sources. But also, as you can see, I've cooked my algorithm to the point of, like, it gives me breaking news on Twitter. I hate Elon Musk, but I can also find when the latest shit is gonna happen. But then obviously, you know, you gotta sift through his bullshit ass algorithm that he got on here. Quasi, my boy, appreciate the chat. At this point, we know he's an old Diddy. GG's, let's go home. Nah, for real, bro. Red Kool-Aid, I appreciate the chat, gangster. Real one. Can anyone find our pilots? Damn. That's what's interesting is that one was found and the other one wasn't. So it makes me think that he either got taken hostage or, I mean, I don't know. Like, that shit is, that low-key is kind of crazy, right? Best shit around. I appreciate the super chat, my boy. Aerial casualties, Iran 40, USA 36, Israel 18. I don't know. Is that confirmed? You hear Lutnick is about to be fired? I would love to see Nutlick get the fuck up out of there. That guy fucking sucks. He is the worst. Did I do a parlay today? No parlay today, my boy. I had to stay off the betting today, man. That shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit was pissing me off. Are they? Oh, they really searching for bro.
آشی سلام علیکم خسته نباشی آشی سلام علیکم
علیکم سلام انشالله پیدا میشه نترس
آقا سلام علیکم
Them folks is actually pissed. Now let's see what this little bitch ass dead motherfucker's up to. As you can see, a peaceful Sabbath to all the people of it. He doesn't give a fuck about that, and all they do is post the image. So that didn't deserve a video from you, you idiot piece of shit. Jay Clark, I appreciate the super chat, my boy. I'm broke. Sorry for the 199 super chats. Got you, G. Bro, are you shitting me? You don't ever apologize for gifting me something, bro. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is. I'm appreciated for all that. I'm appreciated for every viewer, every comment, every like, because that's what keep this shit going. You feel me? And we're going to have the #1 motherfucking show. So yeah, don't ever apologize, my boy. I appreciate you, gangster. See, BB the Bomber, right? This piece of shit. We continue to strike Hezbollah with full force. Kudos to our fighters. Now, let's take a look, right, at his tweets over the day, where you would think, like, if that was really our greatest ally, they would try to help find our pilot that's missing, or they would at least give that person prayers. But instead, let's see what they're up to. Yeah. Blowing up minuscule fucking targets in the middle of nowhere. That's Hezbollah. Yep. Probably killed a couple innocent fucking people there. And why? Strictly the vibes. That's in Lebanon. Some place that they're not even supposed to be fighting, that was not even a part of the fucking war, supposedly. Clark, you bad like cooked crack. Farmingham in the building. I appreciate you tuning in, my brother. Willie, Hater University member. Love when you catch a video. Come on, gang. It's good. Amanda asking another Hater University member. I appreciate you as well. Do you eat at Joe's Pizza? You asked somebody else that. Joe's Pizza, where though? The one in New York? I feel like there's a Joe's Pizza probably everywhere in every city, to be honest with you. Oh God, I can't stand hearing that fucking idiot talk. Smackman, I appreciate the chat, my boy. I would have loved to see the look on Trump's face when BB said they're not committing drones troops to Iran. He probably wasn't even surprised. He probably was like, oh, sounds good, handler. Fucking ridiculous. Let's see what Fox News is talking about.
Yesterday, Hegseth surprised the Pentagon and White House by firing the Army Chief General Randy George, a respected close ally of Army Secretary Dan Driscoll. Multiple sources tell us the removal has to do with Secretary Hegseth's rivalry with Dan Driscoll, who is a close ally of Vice President J.D. Vance and was considered on the short list to replace Hegseth at one point, Laura.
Henny Hegseth needs to be stopped. That motherfucker's an idiot. New Jersey in the building. Clearwater, Florida. What's good? What's going on? He never sent troops to Iraq or Afghanistan. Facts. Our greatest ally has never sent troops anywhere. They just give us intel and then they say, hey, man, go kill yourselves. Good luck with all that. Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Second university student joining up. I appreciate that. Chris, welcome to Haiti University, my boy. Shitting me. Negativity lead to positivity. Iran's southern coastline stretches about 1,800 kilometers from Iraq in the west to Pakistan in the east, with the narrow Strait of Hormuz at its center. Here's a visual guide of the choke point through which about 20% of global oil and gas flow through. That's so crazy. 20% of the world's oil flows right through this. Like, them niggas really, like, what the fuck we gonna do about that shit, son? Normal shipping lanes. Safe shipping corridor for approved shit. So, as you can see, most of the time, whole bunch of ships going in and out. Now, these niggas is like, you have to come through this shit or else you die. Or we blow that shit up. And they have not fucked around. They really will blow that shit up. They not playing with these niggas. You feel me? Yeah. Listen to ABC.
Colonel Gagne, what does this mean for U.S. jet strikes and other aerial missions moving forward?
That the skies are not as safe as they perhaps presumed. My guess is that this was daytime. My guess is that that the Iranians used what's called infrared. So they used detection that's passive, that used heat differences. The president did say that their radars rolled down, and so he probably can claim that legitimately. But the fact that there are still anti-aircraft kinds of capabilities that are based on heat temperature differences that can identify aircraft and still target aircraft is probably what got this F-15 down.
Colonel Gagne.
Motherfuckers, at least they fucking be honest finally. Goodness gracious. You deployed to Qatar, that shit is flat. Well, we appreciate your service, my boy. I mean, it's all fucking desert over there. That shit is ridiculous. You said the last video I played, nobody could see, or at least I couldn't? Really? You proved that BB had been cloned and didn't even know? Your old compilation video of him in a few joints, the new video of him clearly fake him? I appreciate the super chat, Gilbert. Nah, for real, bro. I'm telling you, that man has been dead, son. And I'm standing on business with that. I still 1,000% believe that. They can do all these little fake-ass videos. But I can see by the way he's not in the spotlight and the way he takes all these weird-ass pictures, that nigga's not here. He is underneath the ground, down there in hell. Shout out Theo Vaughn for real. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
It's all...
Joe Rogan proved that he is 100% compromised with this fucking interview. Every single thing Theo Vaughn says, he's like, oh, what? Who's people? What are people? These ain't people. Like, shut the fuck up, you bald bitch. You know exactly what the fuck he's talking about. The max majority of Americans, dickhead.
All just a cat and mouse game. People are like, we'll elect the Democrats next time. It's like, but it's all the same shit has been happening forever. They haven't been helping anybody forever. They're letting fucking politicians slurp on kids. All of our fucking money goes to Israel and they're using it to fucking genocide people. It's like everybody is scared out of their wits right now. It's like our religious leaders are afraid to speak out. And it's like it's a time where it's like Satan is amongst us and our religious leaders are fucking talking about bullshit at the poll. It's just like, what is going, I don't know, man.
We got to get you off those antidepressants, son. You're losing your fucking marbles.
You think I am?
Come hang out with us. Just chill out.
I'm here.
Just chill out at the mothership tonight.
I do have to pee in a little while, but...
You can pee.
I'm going to pee in a minute, man.
We'll let you.
But no, people are just scared, dude. This is shit that I hear from people.
They won't let you pee until you give them your guns.
Really?
That's how they're doing it now.
I don't know, man.
We got to get you off those antidepressants, son. You're losing your fucking marbles.
You think...
The gaslighting is unfucking believable. to put it into immediately saying, oh, we gotta get you off your antidepressants, you're losing your mind. It's like, no, he's not, nigga. He's speaking facts. It doesn't matter. Left wing, right wing, same fucking bird. And he understands it and sees it. And so does the rest of American people. But it's cucks like you that get paid and have your little backing from certain people that can't really talk the real bullshit. And it's like, to say, oh, you need to get off your antidepressants, you're losing your mind, is just so disrespectful. The gaslighting should be, chargeable fucking offense. Secret 23-man kill list Special Forces commandos allegedly had during UAE assassination plot. Of course there's a fucking kill list. Hey classmates, nurse life. Hey, the university member pulled up. What's up, girl? How you living? VJ, that's the faming field bringing up antidepressants. That's what I'm saying, bro. Joe was a piece of shit. That whole interview was fucking weird. Where it's almost just like, why'd you even invite him on if all you wanted to do is just literally like poke at every single fucking thing that he said? It was just like the weirdest thing I've ever seen, where you could tell it was like, oh, what, did somebody call you up and say, hey, have Theo Vaughn on, and just kind of just talk shit / try to disagree with every single thing he said? What AI shit is this? That's completely AI. Don't be bullshitting with me. Someone told you was having a manic break because of your anti-Trump posts this year. Oh yeah, bro. If people don't like, people live in. Okay, so this is what happened with the internet that not a lot of people understand. If you don't actually interact or like or comment on things you don't like, you end up putting yourself into an echo chamber. And a lot of people don't understand that. Where you're gonna just start seeing your own narrative 100% of the time. And so then you lose this ability to decipher what's real and what's bullshit. And then you're always around the exact same echo chamber shit. Everybody's the same for this, for this, for this. If you look at my Twitter, I have a lot of people I fucking hate. But I need to see what they say, and I need to see what their arguments are, and I need to see where their perspective is, because that is what makes us human, is having disagreements, but being able to come to agreements instead of just using fucking natural instinct of, oh, well, nigga, I'm stronger than you, I can just kill you, so you have to abide by me. Even though, at the end of the day, that's kind of how the world is run. But that's my one thing for everybody on the internet, bro. Go like shit that you don't like, at least when it comes to news and stuff like that, or you will put yourself in the echo chamber and fuck yourself. Hail from Jamaica. What up, my boy? What's the update with the missing research team? What research team? Which research team am I missing? The Pentagon has added Operation Epic Fury to its official casualty database. As of April 3rd, 365 wounded. Death toll remains at 13. And even that, I think, is probably questionable. Zelensky with a message. Our signal to the United States and countries in the Middle East about the Strait of Hormuz was that we are open to discussing it. As of today, I don't see any country lifting the blockade on its own. Only joint steps can bring results. Ukraine has experience with launching the Grand Corridor in the Black Sea despite Russia's attempts to block the flow of food and other goods. The situation now is similar, but it is about energy. Our suggestion, based on our experience, was as follows. The war and the negotiations on reopening the Hormuz Strait can go in parallel. It's worth trying to find a diplomatic situation or solution, and this could be beneficial for both sides in the war. An alternative step would be to control the strait unilaterally, as Ukraine did with the Grand Corridor. Achieving this would require interceptors, military convoys to escort the vessels, a large integrated electronic warfare network, and other tools. We stand ready to help with this. But for now, we are not yet involved. So far, no one has made such a request. We are simply sharing our knowledge. If one day our partners want to make use of it, we would be ready. Zelensky saying that is interesting because I don't think he understands that Trump's going to pull that card quick. It's not going to take him long to be like, yeah, nigga, pull up. What the fuck? Because the Strait of Hormuz is not under our control whatsoever. Here from Facebook, love the content. I appreciate you pulling up. Oh, you're talking about, yeah, also, that's not a research team. You're talking about the fucking, I guess that is, some of them definitely are researchers, scientists / astronomers and shit like that. Actually, the biggest break in that case is you can hear, right here, let's listen to this. Okay, so this is McCaslin's wife making the 911 call where she is more on the side that he got the fuck up out of there for a specific reason more than she thinks that he got kidnapped. Now, listen to this.
April, how may I help you? Hi, April. My name is Susan Wilkerson. My husband is missing. Okay. And it's been about 3 hours, and I have some indication that he must have planned not to be found. He's left his phone. He changed his clothes into I don't know what. I think he's on foot. All of our cars and bicycles are in the garage. I left for a doctor's appointment at about 11:10, and he was here at that time at the house. And I got back from that at noon, and he was gone. He turned it off and left it behind, which seems kind of deliberate because he's always got his phone. He has a smartwatch. I don't know if that's with him or not. Has he ever done this before? Never. Nothing even remotely like it. He's a retired Air Force Major General. He's very responsible, but he's also facing some medical issues. Do you have any video at your home? No.
Has he been diagnosed with any mental disorders or anything like that?
Well, we've been seeing a doc for both physical and mental in terms of anxiety, short-term memory loss, lack of sleep. The same doc I went to see today.
Does he carry any weapons on him?
Well, not generally. He does have a gun safe, and I went to look in the gun safe to see if anything was missing, but I couldn't tell if anything was. He has quite a number of pistols and rifles. Other than saying if his brain and body keep deteriorating, he didn't want to live like that. But it seemed to me that was just a, man, I hate how this is going kind of thing, because I told him, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Okay. We're going to send some deputies up to talk to you, see if we can search a little bit.
That's very eye-opening. First of all, before we dive into the call, Sir Smokes Lot 89, welcome to Haiti University. My boy skipped freshman year and went straight into sophomore. Graduate, come on, son. I appreciate you joining the university, man. Remember, negativity lead to positivity. So, he had anxiety, anxious sleep. He also supposedly oversaw all the UFO stuff, and he would be a person in the know if either World War III was about to break out, nuclear war was about to break out, or he's also possibly a person that they would tap in to be like, yo, this is happening. We're going to need you to bunker up in this place for this amount of time to control these amount of people. No, your wife can't come because this is top secret. No one can be trusted type shit. And we need that. And just to leave your phone, and then she says she went on foot. And that's the thing. So that means there was no struggle in the house. So where could they possibly go, right? And then, hold on. Sorry, got here. Did you see the A-10 Warhog was just shot down too? Oh yeah, hell yeah. We talked about that. Did I just spell his name wrong? It should be the first William that pops up. you gotta wonder, where could he possibly go? And so, see, yeah, and you see, this is not a major enough news story for me because he's like a person that you're supposed to be looking for. Ties to the UFO community. And, bro, in your phone? Like, nigga. Nobody just leave their phone back. Yeah, we gotta look into this. Supposedly there was like a hire for hit mercenary assassination program. 1.5 million per month for targeted assassinations. Team built from former U.S. elite military personnel. Operations carried out in Yemen. Like, what the fuck are we on? Oh shit, Russia. This is Easter escalation. Hell, them niggas is bombing you, my boy. Fuck. Guys watching Invisible. I haven't watched the newest season yet, bro. I gotta tap in. I ain't gonna lie to you. Israel cancels planned strikes on Iran to avoid disrupting rescue mission for downed U.S. fighter jet crew. Wow. Finally, our greatest ally decides not to bomb anymore, but do they send any rescue to help us out? No. See, that's very eye-opening to me. So you can stop bombing, but you won't send any of your own planes to help us out. U.S. military leadership shakeup under Trump administration. Oh yeah, let's take a look here. Since U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth took office in January, more than a dozen senior officers have left their posts through dismissals, forced retirements, or blocked promotions. How many we got here? These are the latest removals. As you can see, there's already not a lot of black people to begin with. And this nigga knocked out 3 of them already. Army Chief of Staff, Army of Chaplains, Army Transformation, and Training Command. Because it makes complete sense to fire people in the middle of war, right? They said in the UN's Council that 1,200 Lebanese were killed in the last week and about 3,000 plus injured. Oh yeah, Waterbomb. They're literally pulling off a Palestine 2.0 over there. That shit is sick. And this is why I can't. This is why I'm so over like fucking CNN and people like that. Because you listen to this shit.
Same thing in Iraq and Afghanistan as well. If you're going to be picked up by somebody who is going to turn you over to the Iranian, forces that are going to use you and capture you, or is the population happy that you're there and want to help you? That we don't know. And so anybody that gets shot down over that space is having to deal with.
Happy? Motherfuckers was shooting AK-47s in the middle of a farm at a helicopter going by. You think niggas is happy that we're there after we have bombed them continuously in the last 2 weeks, and our president just said we're going to send them back to the Stone Age? Yeah, them niggas are going to be ecstatic. I bet they can't wait for us to arrive. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Niggas out their motherfucking mind, bro. Oracle has filed thousands of petitions for H-1B visas in the past 2 fiscal years, right after they just fired 30,000 people, which is fucking hilarious. Hey, here in Colorado Springs, appreciate you pulling up out here in Charlotte. Hey, come on, man. We back like cook crack, gang. Oh yeah, that's what we gotta look at. Is how much. So here we go. This is the total now. We have Carl. This is the one that was murdered in the middle of Palmdale, and killer was released. Monica Reza, she was the one that disappeared in the middle of her hike with her two friends. Like, literally disappeared. Life in Buffalo, New York. Which, man, come on, man. Upstate. Shout out to y'all. McCaslin, as we know. We just heard the wife's thing. Nuno, as the one they tried to say was a part of the Brown shooting, well, attached because the Brown shooting happened, and then a couple days later, someone goes to Nuno's house and kills him in cold blood. And he's working on nuclear fusion energy breakthroughs. Director of Materials Processing Group at NASA, astrophysicist, found water on a planet, retired Air Force general, but we know, top UFO clearance. Now, Melissa and Anthony, I don't know how these two went missing, to be honest with you. I gotta look into their stories. Let's take a look. Let's see how Melissa went missing. Hayden from Camden, New Jersey. Hey, come on, man. We gotta keep hating. We ain't new to this, we true to this, gangsters. Okay, so this is in September 3rd, 2025, but they're saying there's a tie here. So 2 months after Melissa went missing, her disappearance has left more questions than answers. We have no updates in the case. So Melissa was last seen by her family on June 26th that morning at about 6:15 a.m. Melissa drove her husband to Los Alamos National Laboratory where they both work. She told him she needed to finish work elsewhere on site and left. At about 7:45 a.m., Melissa's daughter, Sierra, heard Melissa enter the home. Melissa told Sierra she forgot her security clearance badge and would work from home. At about 12:50 p.m., Melissa dropped off a Subway sandwich at Sierra's workplace, and it was the last time Sierra saw her. She said she'd forgotten her bag and had just forgotten his badge the day before. She's kind of laughed, and I didn't question it. I didn't even know that's how they got into work. Surveillance footage from a residence in Talpa shows Melissa's last known whereabouts walking eastbound. So this is her walking. On NM 518, roughly an hour after she dropped off lunch to her daughter. She wore a backpack, a turquoise shirt, jeans, tennis shoes, and a maroon hoodie tied around her waist. A family friend said he saw a blue Dodge truck following Melissa at around the same time. Jasmine McMillan, Melissa's niece, told the Taos News in July that state police located a matching vehicle included. Melissa didn't climb inside. Sierra returned home from work to find the front door locked and her mother's vehicle parked outside. She found her mother's keys and work cell phone on the kitchen table. Oh, this is definitely tied. Inside Melissa's office was her wallet, personal cell phone, purse, some dollar bills, and a paycheck Sierra gave her to deposit at the bank. Melissa's phones were reset to factory settings. While Sierra and her father believe Melissa left voluntarily due to personal and financial struggles, Melissa's parents, Jose and Joanne, and sister, and Trudy disagree. I don't want to go anywhere, Joanne said in July. I tell them because what if she comes and I'm not here, or she calls on the landline and I'm not here? We can't be gone in any case she comes by, because maybe this is where she'd come home. Sierra said, there's nothing that can't be fixed. We both are waiting here, big, wide open arms. We promise we'll figure things out, and this too shall pass. Okay, so now, knowing all that we know, this doesn't make sense, especially for her not to be found since. I guess we got to figure out what work was she doing exactly. But the fact that she did the exact same thing of, okay, you have to leave your phone behind. And then they're talking about financial problems. They work together in the same fucking place. So it can't be that bad. And so how did California Post or New York Post tie it together? Okay, this is in June. She's one of 4 high clearance people. Okay, so she was also high clearance. Developing nuclear weapons during the Manhattan Project. She's one of 4 high clearance people who have died or gone missing since June 2025. So it's the exact outfit. This is everything gone. So it's either she actually just completely ditched her family and started a whole new life with a different person, or this is 1000% connected and she got the fuck low because someone from the government was like, okay, you have to leave, you guys have to tap in, and there's been certain people that have been selected. Gilbert, I appreciate the super chat. Oh yeah, the research became successful, and this is a classic cleanup job, definitely involved nuclear energy. In a classified lab or just a high clearance lab, they would basically be in the know on what's going on. Who spent 24 years with the agency, and it wouldn't be the first time their administrative assistance has been targeted. But it's just the way they're walking about it is weird. Where she vanished just 4 days after NASA rocket scientist Monica Reza mysteriously disappeared. Okay, so that's even bigger. So that's 4 days after. And Monica was Angels Forest hiking with 2 people, and all of a sudden they went around a bend and she hit a dash and got the fuck up out of there. We still don't know where she's at. So both of them go missing at the same exact time. Both of them leave their phones behind. Both of them leave families and people behind. And they've been missing ever since. No trace. Like, it's 2026. You're going to have some trace of something. And these are people with high clearance where it's not like it's like a just random act of violence. The coincidence of the 2 days or 4 days passing is just too fucking mysterious and coincidental. While they say no direct connection to their cases, Reza was also McCaslin's feared doing research that was funded by Air Force Research Laboratory while he was overseeing it. So he was this top guy overseeing everything. And to me, it seems like almost like, okay, obviously this is going to be a stretch. But if we're talking about like the movie play here, it seems like either McCaslin or someone in the government shit has hit the fan and they brought together this supreme team of nuclear warfare / UFO shit. And he was the most important, so he was the last to go because it was going to make the most noise. And now people are slowly starting to put it all together. That's what my guess would be. Like if I had to take an educated guess. Obviously, I don't know because I'm getting all the information at the same time y'all are. But in my brain right now, that's what it seems like. Because I didn't know about any of these until he went missing. And it's because of what his position was. Now, what was the other name? Okay, Anthony Chavez. Anthony... Definitely have your phone in 2026 for real. That's what I'm saying, bro. Super sus. That's what I'm saying, Amanda. I'm from Taos. Women have disappeared from their homes several times. I believe as well as others that there is a serial killer in Taos. I believe I saw a report that there was blood found in the bathroom. Fact, some trace is more believable as coincidence. No trace, the amount of work effort that takes in 2026. That's what I'm saying. The no trace thing. Like, motherfuckers is gonna, you gonna find someone. Okay, so this is another. Right around June. Okay. Los Alamos resident still missing after 7 weeks. Okay. Anthony Chavez. Oh, so he went missing in May. Let's see if there can be a tie here. McCaslin worked heavily on the same nuclear issues as the others, but he was depressed. You know, so we listened to his, but it didn't seem like it was depressed, though. So she says specifically anxiety and trouble sleeping. And so when I hear anxiety, that makes me think like, oh, he's either thinking of what he's about to do, or he knows something is all happening. There's a bunch of different moving parts. He can't sleep because his head is always just like awake or thinking about like, okay, this is what I got to do next. You get what I'm saying? Now, Chavez was somewhat of a loner, emphasized that he wasn't lonely. He made friends everywhere, despite his age. While no one seems to know what happened to Chavez, one theory is that he went for a hike and experienced accidental or intentional misfortune. Sees that as unlikely, though. He was healthy and extremely stable. He was far from a fair weather hiker and likely wouldn't have ventured out in the series of spring storms past Los Alamos. Now, another theory is Chavez left with someone. So here he is. So I was not giving up either. And what did he do? R&D engineer at... So that's the Los Alamos National Laboratory. So that's the same one that Melissa worked at. And so they... Wow. So he goes missing a month before Melissa. There was no blood. All right, so there was no evidence of a scuffle. There was no blood. There was nothing. It was just like he left. Chavez's wallet, keys, and cigarettes were all on the living room table in the house as well. I think he didn't plan on leaving for a long time. No, fuck he did. Did he go with somebody? Was he picked up by somebody? Confirmed that none of Chavez's neighbors have surveillance footage during that time recorded by things like doorbell cameras or other home security measures. So again, this guy's older, 78-year-old white male, just randomly goes missing from the same exact place. Both working at the research laboratory. Like, how the fuck did that not raise a bunch of red flags of like, oh shit, two people going missing in the same spot? And look, none of it, and this to me is like, okay, immediately when I think that something is involved or something is bigger is at play, is that there's no age. I mean, not age. There's no main news reporting the connections or reporting them missing. Even now. And whenever that happens, I feel like there's some sort of memo that's just like, oh, yeah, we not going to talk about this. Fuck that. Where it's like, no. Nah, fuck that. What's going on with that one? And I saw the person that said that you think the serial killer, but why would she leave both of her phones, lock the door, and go on foot? Like, there's a serial killer thing, but this is a planned exit of like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. Are they clearing out folks for fake declassification? There's so many different... You got a friend do the exact same thing. They don't take their phone, so they won't be found. And right, exactly. So you can't obviously be pinged. But I don't know. It's just... Clearly, I feel like they're connected somehow. Actually, wait, hold on. Frank. I don't know about Frank. Hold on. Frank. He's NASA JPL, another NASA guy. Frank Mywald? Let's see. See, look at this. Times of India is reporting on this shit. Like, why is the Times of India the one place where I'm finding 8 nuclear and space scientists behind America's most classified secrets have vanished or died inside the mystery of the missing and the dead? Like, what the fuck? Okay, so a timeline of scientists' deaths and disappearances. Thanks, Times of India, since we can't seem to publish important fucking information like this. So, it started with Frank. The sequence begins on July 4th, 2024. Alvin, I appreciate you pulling up, my boy. Probably why we're going to the moon. Shit, they did say all of a sudden we want to start building shit here. Bro, have you not heard when people start connecting God? Shit, hey man, there's 424 of y'all here with me. If somehow, you know what I'm saying? The fuck? That can't happen to me though. I got too much shit I gotta do in this timeline. Alright, so the sequence begins on July 4th, 2024, when NASA-affiliated scientist Frank dies in Los Angeles at the age of 61. He had spent decades at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory working on advanced space instrumentation and planetary detection systems, including research aimed at identifying signs of life on worlds like Europa and Enceladus. That may not be how you pronounce that, but I tried. His death initially drew little public scrutiny, but the absence of a disclosed cause and reports that no autopsy was conducted later raised questions. So no autopsy. This leads to me immediately believing he's not actually dead. Because what... Okay, so we got to look more into this guy's death. No. I need the original. See, this is weird. How is there not an article when this guy died? You know what I mean? Like, why was that not talked about? Cause of death was never made public. No autopsy. 13 months earlier, had led a breakthrough research that could help future space missions detect clear signs of life on other worlds. And now we just can't find this fucker anywhere. Like, there's nothing. No. MSN wanted to do one. Here from Florida, what's going on? Toxicity, appreciate you. Enceladus? Enceladus sounds a lot better, Pinky. I like that. That's probably 100%. Times of India is not reputable. I mean, with that they are. I mean, hey, the Times of anything may cap sometimes, but I'm not going to look at every single article. I can read most articles and know if they lying or not. Trump got a fresh video out, bro. Why? All right, I'll take a look in a second. Okay, so prominent research at the space agency. So a lot of y'all ask how I do my videos. This is exactly how I do them. Like, once something I find interesting, now I'm connecting all these dots. I'm like, oh, okay, I got to do a video on all these guys because they all have a very unique connection. War given to scientists making outstanding individual. Their NASA was never commented publicly on the scientist's death. NASA never, like, what? Now, ain't no NASA scientists all of a sudden getting struck with depression and running away. That's what I'm saying. Yo, LJ, do people go into the government not knowing they've made people disappear? Oh, no. People go into the government because they want... At least right now, most people go into the government, one, because there's insider trading so they can get richer, and two, because they are egotistical and want power and feel like that's their way to get it, and they feel like they're in control, and people have to have faith in them and vote for them and all that type of shit. So, meanwhile, another mysterious disappearance has come to light, and that's Anthony Chavez. But no, I want to focus on Frank here. Like, he just died. It's just said he's, like, nigga, you don't just die and no one says anything, and you don't make any autopsy fucking public. Jermaine, we started off talking about Pam Bondi, then we went into how we've been capping and they actually shooting shit down. Then we started talking about Trump for a little while, and now we are on the scientist and soldier connectivity because there's some weird fucking shit going on here. Because these people are definitely connected, and I'm tired of this. Okay, let's see his obituary. Open. Legacy. Recent activity. Let's see. Posted a picture of them as friends. Another picture. He was hard-working colleague with a smile on his face and a warm heart. Hi, Jolie. See, this looks like it could possibly be his family. We had a wonderful time at Lake Arrowhead. Oh, Uncle Frank. Okay, so this is his niece. So did they actually have a... Frank's life was a testament to the power of dedication of love. His legacy will continue to inspire. The UFO shit is a nothing burger. No, bro, you have to stop this one? Nah. These people are definitely connected. And if you don't believe in aliens / UFOs, you're tripping. Motherfuckers is 100% true and real. I got a question. What is the Wayback Machine and where? How do I get it? There's a ton of videos I remember seeing but can never find them again. Actually, I have no idea. Frank pursued higher education at the University of Cologne, which is set in foundation career. Prestigious, beyond professional life. Loving partnership for 25 years, known for his devoted Yonjay. Survived by his spouse Yonjay. So maybe he was either killed, but it doesn't matter. Because that's just fucking odd. Way too many connections for it to just be a fucking coincidence. I'll tell you that. Why? You think some aliens is demons in disguise? I don't know about that. I feel like whenever something is more intelligent than us or could possibly be more technically advanced than us, we just immediately label them as demons or like, or if it's just something we don't understand, where it's, oh, it has to be negative just because it's something we don't understand. Which I don't believe in that. Oh shit. U.S. admit Rubio lied and Iridia embassy wrecked irrecoverably? Jesus, that's not good. We are aliens to this planet? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, if you think about it, we're probably the only ones that are very incompatible with the world and our surroundings, right? Whereas, like, all the animals around us are very compatible with the world. When you look at it, where it's like, do you ever see a polar bear shivering? No, that bitch is not cold. A bear is hibernating for 3 months straight and going out of it. Our shit, we get too cold, we gotta bundle the fuck up. We get too hot, we gotta do this. Oh, shit in the water, it lives in the fucking water. Yeah, it may breathe every so often. Us, this shit kills us over time. It's like, I don't know. You could very much be aliens on this planet from years and years ago. Hundreds of miles put into embassy top opponent. They really did blow our shit up. That's not good. You barely believe in coincidence, but you, well, coincidence, I don't think so. Yes, meteors created life, but you can't travel from star to star. It's impossible. Nah, bro, it's us, cats and dogs. I'm still waiting for someone to explain skin cancer to me like a human being. It's in the Book of Enoch. Well, that's if that's your religion, though. Or if you want to believe in what the Book of Enoch has to say. We see our home planet as a whole lit up in spectacular blues and browns, and green aurora even lights up the atmosphere. They got 5 hours to find this nigga. Hold on.
Now, the area we're talking about is Khuzestan province. It's scarcely populated, mountainous, it's dry. It's roughly the size of Delaware, 6,000 square miles. It is dark in this part of the world already, but the technology means that the search can continue. In fact, with the technology, advantage goes to the guys who have the better technology. The aircraft we're talking about, F-15 Strike Eagle, has a crew of 2. This is a fighter jet that can carry heavy loads. It does air-to-ground, particularly as it relates to combat in Iran. What you're looking at there is the ejector seat. Pictures of that surfaced through the Iranians and through social media. The pictures we see are consistent with an ejector seat that would have been in this F-15E Strike Eagle. Also, we've got information of the crew members who were rescued. The one crew member was rescued. We don't know if that's the pilot or the weapons operator in this aircraft, but we do know that he's receiving medical treatment, and we have from a well-placed source that the U.S. forces, when they were on the ground rescuing that individual, they did indeed come under enemy fire. Will?
U.S. forces on the ground rescuing that person came under enemy fire. Yeah, because that's a good fucking sign. Like, nigga, what? That is not good at all. At all. No, I'm going to speak on the Pooh Shiesty Gucci Man situation. Of course. We about to go over that in a second because we about to wrap up this whole political shit for the night because there's really nothing else happening. So I feel like we've caught up about everything. And... you know, are we winning yet? Actually, yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we need to cut. This is everything that we're cutting so he can get 1.5 trillion. We already have by far the biggest budget, but this is what we need to do to win. Let's cut 234 million from Worker Protection Agency funding, 82 million from the Rural Business Service, so fuck the farmers. 1.6 billion natural disasters, fuck them. 354 million institutions like HBCUs, of course, they had to just throw the black people in there to try to make us mad. $5 billion for NHI, that's health funding. $1.3 billion for FEMA grants, because, you know, fuck everyone. $40 million from the DHS. $2 billion from humanitarian assistance funding. $3.4 billion from NASA science and research programs, because fuck science, as always. Fully eliminates community development block grant program, fully eliminates fair housing initiative programs, fully eliminates Job Corp, fully eliminates the the Food for Peace program, fully eliminates struggling families with energy bills and energy crisis, and fully eliminates SBA entrepreneurial development programs. Because this is what winning looks like. We are so fucked. That shit is crazy, actually. Tim Burkish says, Americans would be up at night worrying if they knew the truth about alien life. No, we wouldn't. At this point in time, we have a child pedo sex ring that runs our country, and then we have Zionists that we fully fund with our tax dollars every single year and pay them reparations for something we had nothing to do with. And now we're in a war in West Asia for no fucking reason. If anything, aliens would probably give us some peace of mind because we could be like, well, maybe the highly intelligent could come fucking save us. But no, not worried. Definitely not worried. If anything, I'd be giving an SOS message. Please come save us from this fucked up situation that we are in. I don't know how we got to this timeline or server, but this shit is cooked. They've been saying that they have capabilities that have not been deployed in this war, and that's what became clear today. Gotta wake up every day and get to business as usual. Aliens cannot visit Earth. Stop with the nonsense. Aliens cannot visit Earth. It is not physically possible. How do you know what's physically possible and what's not possible, especially from something like an alien civilization? We could easily just move faster than anything we could even imagine or be possible, especially if you don't understand dimensions and time and shit. Or the fact that most likely, if we want to get very technical, if it's an alien civilization, they've either already been living here, or if they were going to come here, most likely it would come from a water society that lived underwater or just was very adaptable to water, because that's one of the biggest signs of life. And our ocean, as you know, 93% not explored. And so if you're an alien civilization, where would you build your base, or where would you go to hide? In the ocean. Because we don't surveil there. Most likely because NASA started looking in the ocean and then it was like, what the fuck? There's things that are moving way faster / moving groove vibe beside that we've never seen. We might as well go to space because this ocean shit is freaking me the fuck out. So that is how I feel about aliens. Only light can move at the speed of light. Yeah, but that's just, you're taking a scientific approach. Before there was no light. Think about that. Now Donald's talking about keep the oil, anyone. No, that's never going to happen. Whoever gets alien tech first will step on everything. Oh yeah, that's a fact. They were here before us. I mean, yeah, could be. You never know. There's effectively zero net job creation. Well, that's cooked. Nigga was sick as hell. They couldn't tap into some form of teleportation also? Yeah, that's, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Exactly, Waterbong. Like quantum entanglement. There's all different types of shit that we're just figuring out now. But we'll see in years to come with all this new AI technology and shit like that, bro. With how much fast and shit is moving and we're learning. In no point in time, we're gonna really figure some shit out soon. U.S. troops are quietly evacuating bases at this time of night. Oh, shit. That means shit getting really real in the field over there. That is crazy, bro. Paradise? How y'all feel about that finale, bro? That shit was so elite. Look at this. All of a sudden, it's like they hear me talking about aliens, and now it's all that's gonna fucking pop up. GOP congressman makes hair-raising admission about alien life. This country would have come unglued. Shut up. Exactly. Only 2% of the ocean has been discovered. Fact. See, Red Kool-Aid, you're saying that, again, based on scientific moving at the speed of light, because you're thinking that if you stare at something, they're actually staring back in time because light has to travel that way. That's if you're moving at the speed of light. If space and everywhere is everywhere all at once, see that? It can fold. Because time most likely isn't linear. That's not real, right? We already know that. It goes in waves. So for you to just think that that's how things work, it doesn't make any sense. I know you want to take a scientific approach, but to make scientific discoveries that are undiscoverable, you can't always use that form of thinking. Insane slow-mo US 7-tab math. God damn. Yo, that's so crazy how that shit looks, bro. Look at that shit. Just come moving, grooving, vibing, sliding from out the cut like Neosporin and boom. Over with, son. What the fuck? Hell no. Oh yeah, Pinky Facts. That's crazy. You did say that. Folded. 100%. I'm telling you. It's like, yeah, you can't just take a normal approach to this shit. Okay, here we go.
A daily bombardment and an increasing number of US and Israeli attacks are targeting civilian infrastructure. That includes a medical research facility in Tehran, founded more than a century ago. The Pasteur Institute is Iran's main production hub for vaccines against highly infectious diseases such as cholera and polio. Strikes have also destroyed a major bridge between Tehran and Karaj. The attack came after US President Donald Trump threatened to bomb Iran back to the Stone Ages. US and Israeli strikes on Esfahan and Ahvaz have forced two of Iran's largest steel mills to shut down. Iran is the world's 10th largest producer of crude steel, and any halt in production could have major implications for its economy. The Iranian Red Crescent says since the war began, more than 117,000 civilian units have been damaged. That includes more than 93,000 homes, 316 health and medical facilities, and 763 schools. Most notably, a strike hit a girls' school in the southern city of Minab on day one. At least 168 people were killed, many of them children. The UN human rights chief is still urging Washington to complete its investigation into the suspected US attack and publish its findings. Deliberately targeting civilian infrastructure is illegal under international humanitarian law.
AKA, we are committing war crimes and we do not give a fuck because it's the United States. And what the fuck are they going to do about it? Big love right back at you in Seattle, Dwayne. I appreciate that, gangster. Do I think this shit is a simulation? I don't know. I mean, I think it's possible. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's one of those questions of, what if it was a simulation? What would it change? Right? And how could we know or how could we not know? And if you get to that point, it's still like, you still have control even if you are in a simulation per se. But you never know. Make my moving, grooving, vibe and slide merch. That shit is coming soon, bro. I promise you. What are the numbers that red fill us in? We have never tapped into a star or black hole, so power to us is really hard to get to. Well, that's why some people, I mean, some scientists think that we're literally trapped in a black hole or we're folded into one. If it's a simulation, we are the last simulation that is incapable of making a simulation. Well, not really. What do you mean? We're literally, I mean, at least Earth most likely went in cycles of we reached peak humanity, like what we're doing right now. You tap into AI, you either make another simulation, or we have people that are leading us who are leading us right now that lead you into an apocalypse, World War III, nuclear war, then you have to restart. And most people, when you restart, the people that do survive, they don't know the basics of internet, electricity, how to wire things, how to make things capable, and then you basically start off from ground zero. Like untapped society in the middle of fucking the Patagonia right now. First time join the content conversation. Appreciate you pulling up, A and B. Hell yeah, we just like to talk about everything. Obviously, we keep, we talk about the politics and shit like that, but it's also fun to dive into more shit. Okay, we gotta see this. Names and faces. Secret 23-man kill list during a UAE assassination plot. Hinged to them by uninformed officers as soon as they got off the plane in Yemen. Who the fuck were these 23s? Mossad connections. The Golans. Pinky, I appreciate you joining Haiti University. Welcome to freshman year. Don't forget, keep on spreading negativity, because that should lead to positivity every time, gangster. And that's the thing. We already made the Sims and GTA. Imagine if they gain consciousness. And that's the question is, imagine if they already have consciousness and we just don't know, and they're living in their own simulated world. And for us, we think that it's, they don't do anything, but in reality, there's a whole entire world where some of them are NPCs, some of them are actually doing things or have the options, some of them are involved in the real world. It could do the same exact thing. You feel me? Just watched a recent video on Facebook, had to come join the live. Definitely got a new follower. Hey, Larry, I appreciate you pulling up, my boy. Real one, gangster. Let's see what this lawsuit is talking about. This action arises out of the unlawful actions of defendants Abraham Golan, Isaac Gilmore, and Dale Comstock, who were hired by UAE to carry out targeted assassinations of perceived political opponents in Yemen started in 2015. So this is what people talk about when they're talking about fucking us going into a country and just flipping it upside down and fucking everything up. Pinky with the 5 gifted, real one. Come on, man. Show some love. W's the Pinky, gifting to the people. Gifted one to Mobile, Summer Reed, 10th Planet, Fresh Swag, Liberty. Man, show Pinky some love. She gave you a membership. She real as fuck for that. They got AI bots and AI servers and Discords gaining their own consciousness, communicating amongst each other, and shit of that nature. Facts. Thanks for the DM and putting me on. I enjoyed the show. For sure. Hey, man, I appreciate you pulling up, Francisco. At the time, both Golan and Gilmore resided. Okay, so this is happening in our fucking backyard. In San Diego, California, which they used as a base for their operation. What the fuck? Together, Golan and Gilmore pitched prospective foreign sovereign clients on extraordinary service that went well beyond providing security or even military support. Targeted extrajudicial killings. Spear through Golan and Gilmore. Welcome to Haiti University, Joshua Johnson, 4799. My boy, appreciate you joining. Welcome to freshman year, gangsters. Stay iniquitous, malfeasant, and vociferous at all times. So this is actually insane, though. So we have a fucking... They were literally in San Diego just... Okay. Targeting Yemeni leaders who oppose the UAE's interest in Yemen. In exchange, Spear will receive $1.5 million per month with bonuses for successful assassination. You getting paid $1.5 million a month to be a killer. Like, everything in the movies is really real life, bro. The U.S. Department of State, which regulates private U.S. companies that provide military services to foreign nations, never granted Spear the authority to provide targeted assassination services to another country, which is crazy that it's even possible that you can be authorized to do that. Nor has it been granted for any other U.S. corporation the authority to do so. Yet Golan has publicly acknowledged there was a targeted assassination program in Yemen. I was running it. We did it. It was sanctioned by the UAE within the coalition. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Golan recruited defendant Comstock to join Spear in or around December 2015 by flying him to San Diego so the two could meet in person. This is insane. Red Bull, nowhere in sight. Why strictly for vibes? Margin for error, you guessed it, is definitely fucking death. During the meeting at Golan's San Diego home, Golan informed Comstock that Spear would be carrying out a targeted assassination program in Yemen on the behalf of the UAE. Golan asked Comstock to serve as the head of the targeted assassination program. At the conclusion of the meeting, Golan put $40K on the table. Comstock took the money, accepted the position, and agreed to participate in the assassination program. Defendants recruited approximately a dozen other individuals to Spear, including other former members of the U.S. military. On December 14th, 2015, defendants and the Spear team met in person to discuss the targeted assassination program in Yemen. This meeting took place in the United States. At the meeting, each of the participants agreed to proceed with the targeted killings, including each of the defendants. The Spear Assassination Team. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of a hard name. AMB, I appreciate the gift, the super chat, my boy, real one. On December 15th, the Spear Assassination Team boarded a chartered plane from Teterboro Airport in New Jersey, dressed in military tactical gear, fly to UAE, and then ultimately onto Aden in Yemen, where they arrived on December 16th. Upon arrival, Spear Assassination Team received the kill list from a uniformed Emirati officer, which Gilmore described as 23 cards with 23 names and 23 faces. God damn, these things had the green light. At the top of the kill list was the plaintiff Ansaf Ali Mayo, a civilian who was a member of Yemen's House of Representatives and the chairman of the Al-Ashala party in Aden, Yemen's second largest political party. According to defendants' own statements and drone surveillance footage of the event, on December 29, 2015, the Spear Assassination Team tracked plaintiff to his own political party's headquarters and attempted to assassinate him by detonating a powerful explosive device in the building's front door. Plaintiff survived the assassination attempt, but was forced to flee. That's actually fucking insane. Like, we really was paying they was paying somebody $1.5 million a month and then sending them to go bomb niggas and kill them on some fucking, oh my God, that's Jason Bourne type shit. Is that not fucking insane to anybody else? Like, what, nigga? I can't believe this shit. Like, that's actually fucking insane, bro. Here we go. Interceptor drones. Of course, the fucking Trump administration wants to sell that shit. Fucking losers. What a big hater. They don't care. I'm telling you, they don't give a fuck. This shit is crazy. Man. 3 Indonesian UN force members wearing blue helmets, UN uniforms, and above all, peacekeepers were killed by Israel and Lebanon. Not a single word from Western media. Of course not. Because we don't give a fuck. Gotta hate to be great. No cap, Lynn. Not say to me we've been doing it forever. Nah, for sure. But the fact that that shit was just like out in the open now and niggas was just in San Diego chilling in the cut like Neosporin collecting $1.5 million a week to just go kill niggas. It's like, oh, so that's where our military budget, or that's where some of the budget is going. Like a what? Niggas getting paid NBA bread, bruh. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of the LJ Show, man. Y'all real as fuck. I be having mad fun doing this shit. And I just want to let y'all know, man, we ain't new to this, we true to this. We was back like cook crack. We definitely gonna be back Monday, either 5 or 5:30. And if something crazy happens, we'll pop a stream up this weekend. But maybe I'll just do like a gaming stream this weekend or some shit like that. Chill with y'all. How many journalists that now in the last year by Israel? I mean, shit, in the hundreds at this point in time. But that's just the ones they'll admit to. They don't consider the people in Palestine journalists because they are actually undercover Hamas. And that's the same thing in Lebanon. All of them are undercover Hezbollah. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's just what they go with. But happy Friday. I appreciate all y'all tuning in from across the country and across the world. And I know it's late for some of y'all at different times and different places. But, you know, we going to be back like cook crack on Monday. Start at 5 o'clock. And as you can see, we're going to do a lot more streams. And we're going to do a lot more of this shit because this is bad fun for me. And I appreciate all y'all tuning in this weekend. Stay moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, big dogs. Vociferous, malfeasant, professor feeling out there. And you know what that means. What time is it? Go ahead. Say that shit in the comments, baby. Shit in me. Run the outro. I'll see y'all next week.
Now for a lesson. You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond.
Dreams do come true. Because at 2 a.m., when the world is quiet, the only thing worse than failing is realizing you never even tried.
Say we young once, yeah, but you're gonna be stupid for the rest of your life.
You just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
Yep. I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.